You're listening to the Filmspotters podcast, the number one film podcast hosted by Tom and Isaac. A reminder that we are a non-profit podcast and any proceeds will go to charity. Enjoy the show. Hello, all of you. Welcome to our first episode of Filmspotters, Season 2, baby.
Season
Woo!
2. More like there were too many hellos on the end of your hello thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that did not tell you anything about what we're covering today, we're covering Michael, guys.
Covering Michael.
He.
Is this the film about Michael Jackson?
I think it might be.
Oh, I've written the wrong notes. I written the wrong about Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
So this film is called Sinners, and this is about Michael B. Jordan and Michael A. Jordan.
Well, they're two Michael Jordans.
Yeah, because they play twins.
Oh, I thought it was just Michael B. Jordan doing it both.
No. It was he cloned himself, and then he did both roles, and then he just killed the clone afterwards, like Prestige style.
That's a bit of a spoiler for the film
there.
Yeah. Anyway, how has your week been, Thomas?
Not great.
Do you want to maybe tell us?
Well, I decided to start it off with Michael Monday, which wasn't great.
Michael Monday was amazing.
Spoiler for my Michael review. And then I've just been working on a group project the whole time.
Yeah.
I've had no free time other than watching an occasional film. And then the films we did watch were like flipping Don John and Balls Up and Scary Movie.
Hey! No Don John disrespect here, man. Come on. We're better than that.
But we did watch Pizza Movie.
We did watch Pizza Movie.
That was peak.
And was anything else we could? Scarlet? We watched Scarlet.
Scarlet was great.
Yeah.
That was much better than I thought it would be.
Anyway, yeah, it's been a rough week for the both of us. Mine kind of started rocky.
Yeah.
On Monday, got worse.
But got better.
Hit rock bottom on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got slightly better Thursday, and it's just kind of returned to its peak.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I'm fine.
You've always had been fine. There was no issue.
There was no issue.
No.
It's just been...
You're making things up.
Yeah, it's just all been in my head, guys. I've just been hallucinating this past week.
Same with my group project. I didn't do anything for it. Didn't go, but I was stressed about it anyway.
Anyway, as Tom has already mentioned, we are covering Michael now. If you did not know what Michael is, what are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
This is the biopic about the musician Michael Jackson from the same creative team as Bohemian Rhapsody, which was released in 2018 and got nominated for a handful of Oscars, with Rami Malek winning Best Actor.
Of course.
The only main difference I can find between the production teams is Antoine Fuqua replacing Bryan Singer as director.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Well, very obvious reasons.
Very, very obvious reasons, considering how Bryan Singer left Bohemian Rhapsody and Dexter Fletcher had to finish it. Oh dear.
Troubled production, that one. And troubled production, seemingly this one.
Yes, it appears so as well. This is directed by Antoine Fuqua, who is probably best known for directing Training Day and the Equalizer trilogy, but all with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
This stars Jafar Jackson, Michael Jackson's nephew, in his film debut.
Yeah. I didn't look it up in the end. Do you know which of the Jackson 5? Is it? I'm assuming it's one of the Jackson 5's sons.
I assume it would be. I don't know.
Okay.
He's the son of one of the Jackson 5, not Michael.
No, obviously not Michael.
Not Michael. It also stars Coleman Domingo as Michael's father, Joe Jackson, Nia Long as his mother, Mike Myers, who makes a special appearance.
I think credit is a special appearance.
And Miles Teller as Michael Jackson's manager with an amazing haircut. Oh my God,
I've written some notes about him.
This film follows Michael Jackson's career from the Jackson 5 to his independent album in the 1980s, before concluding with his split from his father in 1988 and his first solo tour at Wembley.
Wasn't it 1984?
It was 1988.
Oh, no, 1988 was the concert, but 1984 was the split from his father.
Okay, I am mistaken. But we still conclude in 1988.
Did you even watch the film? You looked very bored.
I was very bored. Anyway, Tom, what do you think of the masterpiece that is Michael?
Well, Isaac, I think that this film is very bad. Quite as bluntly as it is, this is one of my least favourite films that I've seen from this year. Yeah. And, I mean, I haven't been particularly positive on a couple of the ones that we've had, even the good ones, seemingly. Isaac keeps calling me cynical.
He's very much playing into the cynical first-year stereotype.
It's not a stereotype.
It is a stereotype.
I'm doing it very differently than giving Goodfellas like, oh, well, it was just okay, give it 2 stars. I appreciate good films when I see them, but when I see bad films, I just like, you know, I don't like that. And this is frankly a bad film, but I mean, a couple of positives, because I thought, you know what, there are some good stuff about this. For example, Jafar Jackson himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he is very good in the role. I think that he embodies the sort of the character very well. I think that like everything from his moves and his you know, his speech, as annoying as it can be, he does it all very well, and I think it's quite an impressive performance in many ways. Another one is Antoine Fuqua, who, whilst from what we've heard, he didn't direct all of it because of the whole, the controversy.
We'll get onto that in a minute.
Yeah. But everything that he did and, you know, his direction towards the project, I don't think is necessarily bad. And I don't think that anything going into this could have been necessarily bad. I think it could have just been like a fine biopic sort of description stuff, especially with his controversies being as well known and talked about as they are. Yeah. Again, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
And again, the music and like the production and everything's very good. You can tell there's a lot of passion behind it in many ways. Yeah. Especially in the way that they like recreate certain things from later in his career. Unfortunately, though, I don't love the songs. So
yeah, you're not a massive Michael Jackson fan.
I'm really not. I hadn't listened to a full song, and I made a point of it for a long time because I don't like him as a person. And so that doesn't even do it for me, even though that's technically a good aspect of it. And then apart from that, literally, I don't get anything out of this. That's all I get in terms of the positives. Unfortunately, as I've written bluntly in my notes, the rest is garbage. So I'll go through a couple of these because I know we're going to touch on some of the controversies surrounding it. But I'll just give a couple of just little bits.
Go ahead.
So, can we talk about Joe Jackson?
You talking about Coleman Domingo?
Coleman Domingo, Cole Jackson?
As Joe Jackson. Yeah, of course
Cole Jackson.
Cole Jackson.
As Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson, yes.
Yes. Michael's father, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think he's so poorly written.
Yeah, he's not poorly written. You can tell Coleman Domingo is trying to work with the material he's being given. Yeah. He's just not being given anything.
No, exactly. When you give Coleman Domingo, like, bad dialogue, he still makes it work somehow. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but Euphoria Season 3, looking like that right now.
He worked kind of very much like a corny 70s villain, especially with like the haircut. Yeah. And just kind of sitting there kind of...
Well, he literally has that meeting scene. Well, spoilers? Is it spoilers to say that he meets with Don King?
Yeah, I didn't even know who Don King was.
The only reason I knew he was because there was there's a stand-in for him on The Simpsons in an episode where Homer becomes a boxer. An incredible episode, and he's like Lucius King. I think his name's Lucius King. Yeah, and he's like Moe's old manager. Anyway. Far off the point there. I think it's a poorly written character. He's so one-notedly mean-spirited and abusive that it generally just gets quite old by the end. It's like whenever he doesn't let Michael have his moment, I just sigh because like, can this guy do anything else in this film? And the issue further with it is that there's just no reason for it. There's no reason given of why he was like that. Exactly. Obviously, this was supposed to be the reason why Michael was the way he is. But there's no reason given for him. And I think that could have been a more interesting avenue.
I think we could have gone more into Joe Jackson's backstory and how he became the man he was towards his children. Why he was so adamant that his children should aspire to such greatness and go to such levels to maintain that greatness. Because he beats his children for making like little things wrong because they have to be the best.
Yeah. And then it's just not explained where he got this mentality from, why he has it. It's just sort of there, and then we're supposed to sort of vibe with it. And I personally don't, quite frankly.
Yeah, I didn't really vibe with it either.
Furthermore, so this isn't about Joe Jackson anymore. This is about Miles Teller.
Yep, we're going to talk about Miles Teller. Yep.
So he is in this film for like maybe 3 minutes.
I think I counted 4 scenes.
4 scenes.
4 scenes with him and that awful haircut.
Oh my god. He shows up in the meeting, it's like, oh, we're getting a new character into this film, and it's again.
And it's Miles Teller.
We both said it at the same time there. Can we sing it in
okay, yeah, we'll do a duet, okay? Let's get towards the mic.
Okay. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
Lovely.
Wow. We should start a band.
We should start a band. We'll call it the
Filmspotters.
The Filmspotters. Yeah, sure.
But
But yeah, Miles Teller.
Yeah, I think you said this specifically, and there's like, did he just forget to come back to set?
Oh yeah, I was
day?
going to talk about that. In his final scene with Michael in the hospital, he kind of goes, "Right, man, I'll see you later, all right?" High fives him and just walks off. And I am just positive that Miles Teller just kept walking and just forgot to come back to set. And they're like, "Okay, let's just keep filming."
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is nothing, and he's in the marketing as well. Like when I saw the trailer to start, I was like, "Oh, Miles Teller's going to be in there."
He's such an adamant part of the marketing. He's been in the marketing for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was like one of the things they were trying to market around, really.
Yeah.
And he's not even in it, bro.
Maybe he'll be in Michael Part 2.
Maybe. Michael 2 : Jackson.
We can only hope that his character, I can't remember the guy's name,
Neither
gets
can
expanded upon
It's
in the
probably
sequel.
John.
I want to say it's Walter.
I don't even know.
I think it might be John, actually.
It feels like his name's John.
It's an 80s manager name. John.
Yeah, it looks like a John.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll also say real quick that this film eventually just turns into a highlights reel from his later stage of his career. Yeah. Which I'm assuming you've got stuff to say about that.
I don't actually.
You do not?
No,
wow.
I was quite vibing with it. You're just watching a Michael Jackson concert.
Yeah, I mean that's why you get all these videos of people like crying.
People crying, getting up and dancing.
Yeah.
Which, can I just say, WSC, when we do the late screening of that is a dance and sing along edition. We've decided, get up, just get up, dance, sing along, have fun. Nobody's going to care.
I'm just going to stand at the front and just yell he the whole time.
Exactly. Filmbo Joe will probably be joining you.
Yeah, with his bag of frozen peas.
With his bag of frozen peas.
I think that's everything I want to say about it right now. Yeah. If there's anything else that you miss off, I'll add it at the
end. Okay, so I guess I'll move on to my portion of this. Thank you, Tom.
That's all right.
On the topic of Jafar Jackson's acting, we're kind of opposed on this.
Yeah.
Because I think he's trying so hard to do an impression of Michael Jackson. I just couldn't see it as just somebody doing an impression of Michael Jackson. I kind of just would have preferred just to see a bit of him. Because you see him in interviews, he doesn't look like that, like he does in the film.
No.
I think they've gone to such lengths to recreate his look as Michael Jackson. All you can just see is somebody doing an impression. And you kind of just want to see, like Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury, he looks only somewhat similar to Freddie Mercury. He's not identical.
I disagree. I think it's what you're describing here,
yeah.
To be honest.
Okay, let me try and think of a different example.
No.
Town Edgerton, Elton John.
You'd rather he'd been more like that?
Yeah.
Yo, definitely.
Where you can kind of see the actor beneath it instead of just
definitely
this very famous figure who we're already familiar with, especially if this is his film debut.
That's true.
Yeah,
because then it only shows that he can play Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
Not that he can really be an
like
actor.
Like how Rami Malek can only play Freddie Mercury.
Well, even then, I mean, questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah. Look, this is just fine, man. Like, it's giving you nothing to work with. It's not even bad funny. It's just bland. Because this has just been sanitized so much by the Jackson family estate. You're getting nothing.
Yeah.
We'll go into this more in a second after my next point. But, yeah, you can tell that they've definitely gone to the editing room and gone, we can't say this, we can't say that. No.
Cut this bit.
Cut this bit specifically. Cut the final act of the film.
Yep.
Reshoot it. Will be golden. But before we get into the controversy surrounding this film, shall we talk about special appearance by Mike Myers, guys? Special appearance.
When I saw that he was going to have a special appearance in this film, I genuinely thought he was going to be playing the same character from Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's what I thought as well. I was like, does this mean like it's all linked? No, they just gave him a different character.
He just liked being involved with shallow musical biopics, I suppose.
He also just really likes playing stereotypes because this is so obviously just such a Jewish stereotype that it borders on just insulting.
It's so poorly written.
It's so poorly written. He can't do the accent to save his life. All you can hear is Mike Myers.
Yeah.
At least in Bohemian Rhapsody, he could do the accent, kind of. Even that's a British stereotype.
That's true. I mean, especially in Shrek as well.
Shrek is a Scottish stereotype. Same with Austin Powers. This guy can only play stereotypes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, we should have watched The Love Guru.
We should watch The Love Guru. What stereotype do you think he's playing in Cat in the Hat?
Feline.
Feline.
Love Cat in the Hat.
I love Cat in the Hat.
So bad.
Ollie, put it on WSC.
Yeah,
Cat in the Hat.
Please, we need a Cat in the Hat screening.
Anyway,
crew screening.
Ooh, that's good. Anyway, should we move on to what might probably be the final part of this review? The most important part, the controversies.
Yeah, let's go into the controversy.
Okay, I can really think of two.
Okay.
The first one is more about Michael Jackson.
Yep.
The second's more to do with the film making part of this.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
I would like to talk about... Let's get it over and done with. Let's talk about Michael Jackson, the man.
Okay, so if you've been living under a rock your entire life, you probably know Michael Jackson has some pretty severe allegations made against him concerning his conduct with children, especially at his ranch, Neverland, which is referenced many times.
A lot of times, actually. I mean,
lot of times.
He's reading, like, Peter Pan when he's a kid. Yeah. And when he grows up, he's still, like, reading Peter Pan and watching the films and stuff.
Yeah. So, oof. Tom, do they mention this in the film?
You know what? I don't think they do, actually.
Tom, what is the excuse they make in the film for what he did?
He just wants to care for children. He loves caring for children. And he's so nice to children.
The excuse they make for this, spoilers, he's in a hospital bed and he goes to his kind of bodyguard who becomes like his father figure.
So strange, by the way.
So strange. I thought he was going to be the record producer at the start.
Yeah.
Who helped him out and kind of showed, this is what you do, this is all this. He showed up a bit later, didn't he?
I think he did right towards the end.
Yeah. Anyway, he kind of says, I just want to help. I've been reawakened. I want to help people. Like, he was such a charitable guy. He is most definitely not a paedophile, guys. Come on.
Whoa, you're going to be dropping the P word.
No, we'll be fine.
I'm only joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I was not a fan of Michael Jackson as a person before I went into this.
I don't think anybody was a fan of Michael Jackson as a person.
Well, no, because the thing is, so Caleb's mum,
yes,
who's going to get a special mention on this episode.
Full name, come on, full name.
What? Emma Cox.
Emma Cox. Shout out Emma Cox if you're listening.
She's so cool. Anyways, she was talking about the film because she was going to go and see it when I saw her when she came up to drop Caleb off the other week. And her friend is an avid Michael Jackson defender. It's like if you mention any of the allegations, she denies it completely. And it's that sort of fan base that this film is made for.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that sort of low-hanging fruit. It's like people who love him as a musician because he's made good music think that he can't do anything wrong. And unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. Like, we live in a world with, like, great... I mean, in our world, for example, we live with great films, like, let's say The Pianist. And, I haven't seen it, but anything by Lars von Trier.
Lars von Trier, I know what you're referring to. I think that was just a poorly made joke.
I'm not even sure.
The man has gone on record to say he was very drunk when he said it.
Yeah.
I do not think he is actually a Nazi.
I hope not.
I think he was just making a really bad joke.
Okay, never seen any of his films.
Never seen any of his films.
Nevertheless, do you understand my point?
Yes, I understand your point.
Just because they've made good stuff doesn't mean that they can be a bad person.
Because Michael Jackson...
Well, the thing is, none of the allegations were ever proven.
Yeah, we can't say for certain because innocent until proven guilty, but it's really hard to ignore these allegations. And if you're making a biopic about Michael Jackson, you have to discuss these allegations because they were such an important part of who he was and his character.
Yeah, and especially like the point where his life leads, which makes me really interested in the sequel, which they're seemingly teeing up with this story continuing.
I think it's been confirmed as well that they're going to be doing a sequel because this is like broken every box office record for biopics or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Insane.
Yeah. So I wasn't a fan of him beforehand, and the fact that they literally sanitize every single aspect of it, like practically defending him
Yeah.
for what he did. I think as well. So there's quite a fixation on animals in this, the animals that he adopts. I think it's so strange, and it's so almost I wouldn't hesitate to call it dystopian in a way. Like, I don't think that a person should be allowed to just like bring a giraffe back to the house,
No, exactly.
ripping them from their natural habitat. And
You shouldn't, but that was the man Michael Jackson was. He had giraffes walking around his
absolutely
house.
And like when he gets the monkey as well, that's
Bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah. Such a huge focus. It's ridiculous.
But Bubbles was an important part of.
No,
he
of
loved
course.
that. He loved that chimp.
He really did, to be fair.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I think it's like people look at this stuff and it's like, and they can't call him strange or weird. And obviously, I don't think the film shies away from the fact that he's an unusual person.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's so. It is just odd, and it
is
paints him in a very weird light, even if it's not meaning to.
Mm.
And I think it's a testament to his character that he adopted these animals. Quite frankly,
he was just a very, very strange man. We'll never truly understand him,
unfortunately, and especially if we're gonna wipe all that from the records, certainly from what this film has shown.
Yeah, the hard part is, and this seems very good into our second point of the problem with this film and the controversy. Antoine Fuqua is trying to say something. I think you can see just kind of the glimmers of it.
It's like snippets.
Little snippets. But if you didn't know, I think about last year this was first reported, that the entire third act had to be reshot without Antoine Fuqua at the request of the Jackson family, because he lent so much into the allegations and suggesting them that he just wasn't allowed to be on set.
Yeah, which is insane.
That is absolutely insane. And then he's coming around here doing all the interviews, and you can see in the interviews, this is not the film he wanted to make.
No, like he's not the sort of person who would make a film that is just sort of so frivolously sanitized.
No,
like it's genuine censorship, and it's the sort that we desperately need to avoid.
We desperately do need to avoid this.
I mean, it's a strange one to have technically almost be propaganda, but like propaganda for Michael Jackson. Like, can you not admit that someone you're close to did something potentially bad?
Well, no, because it hurts your own image.
Well, exactly, and that's the issue.
And at the same time, can you really have your film's protagonist be such an awful person and still expect people to show up and root for him?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, I think it's that's an interesting point. I think that they can, but it's difficult to do such a thing. I don't know. It's a strange case. I mean, even if it had been in there, I don't know how they would have handled it.
I don't know how they would have handled it either.
Honestly, I think taking on this project is a genuine mistake on everybody's part.
I don't think this project should have ever been made.
No, I don't think it needed to be made, quite frankly. No. Which is a shame. That's a bummer to end, really, on that point.
Yeah.
So...
Tom,
whoa,
have you got anything else?
Whoa. I'm just going to say that this film... I mean, I'm still on this negative point, but this film was such a lazy slop of a film. Like, it's like, okay, Bohemian Rhapsody made over $1 billion. Yeah. What could make us more? Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson has a very dedicated fan base who will repeatedly view this film, I'm sure. Yeah, and no matter how boring the story is.
Yeah.
It just feels like low-hanging fruit, personally. Yeah. And that's why I give it a 2 out of 10, personally.
Yeah. Personally, I'm not as negative towards this film as Tom, because I just think it's fine. If you like Michael Jackson, weirdly, and if you like his music, you're going to go and watch, basically, the final act especially is just a Michael Jackson concert. You have a fun time with that. It's just the most generic biopic you can think of that just gives you absolutely nothing to work with.
Exactly.
And you just spend your entire time sat there just wishing you were anywhere else. So I think I would give this a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, fair enough.
4 out of 10, maybe a 5 on a good day.
If you're feeling generous.
But do not let any of our comments here stop you from going to go watch Michael on week 7 at the WSC. Friday, week 7.
Oh, you've got the new poster up.
I have got the new poster up, yeah.
I haven't put mine up yet.
Yeah, we've put the new poster up in the studio. Our very state-of-the-art studio.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's very cool. Anyway, if that is all, I think we will leave it there. Thank you guys for tuning in to our pilot of the new season. This is a new format where we're just going to be discussing the new releases.
Yeah, in this episode at least. And then we'll
Yeah.
have the other one out, which will be the WSC schedule for
Yep.
the week ahead. And whatever else we want to throw in there, really.
Anything else we want. If we ever want to do like mini episodes,
Yeah.
we'll just do it.
I mean, I think this season is very much going to be an experiment. Just see what
Yeah.
works, what doesn't.
Yeah.
And then when the new year, well, the
new school year.
the new university year,
Oh, yes,
you could say.
You could say.
When that rolls around, hopefully we'll have something good to, push on to impressionable young minds.
Into the first years who will be coming and taking over our mantle.
Yeah. What do you mean taking on? We'll still be here.
We'll still be here, but we won't be first years anymore.
Oh, true.
We'll be second years.
I see what you mean.
We'll be the big boys. And
then I'm already a pretty big boy, buddy.
If you say so. Anyway, next week will be The Devil Wears Prada 2, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, we watched that today, didn't we?
Literally about 3-4 hours ago.
3-4 hours ago, yeah. Anyway, as always, I've been Isaac.
I've been Tom.
And thank you for tuning in to Filmspotters. Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody.